Employed guide to streaming, turning on my second camera. Welcome back to the Employed's Guide to Streaming, episode 8, where I actually planned content, but I got so tired planning the content for 2 hours that I lost all ambition to stream in the end. So now I'm going to be mostly eating a brownie and checking my audio live. Okay, so I will go to myself and check out if it's even downloadable. Okay, so I will go to myself and check out if it's even downloadable. Okay, so I will go to myself and check out if it's even downloadable. Okay, so I will go to myself and check out if it's even downloadable. Okay, so I will go to myself and check out if it's even downloadable. I have to take down the voice so that this does not become a loop. I feel like this mic is not great. That's how I feel. I feel like this mic is not great. That's how I feel. I feel like this mic is not great. It gets worse in the loop, but what I'm going to do is just smash it so we know that it's even on. Smash it so we know that it's even on. I don't know if that's just the MacBook picking up the sound or if it's actually from this one. I'm going to do soft taps, and these should be very loud. And it was pretty loud, so that means we are being picked up. That's good. That's something. And it was pretty loud, so that means we are being picked up. That's good. That's something. And it was pretty loud, so that means we are being picked up. Okay, my opinion on this mic, I will give it a terrible rating. This is not good. It's not good. It's called the Tonor TC310 USB mic. I will rate it an F or whatever is one above F. Mm-mm. Am I live? Yeah. Okay. So I planned this whole script situation, and now I'm not in the mood anymore to do it. It became such high effort, but when I just sit down without a script or an outline, it also is questionable because I've had this idea to talk about mics because I've been researching them so much in the last few days. I'm really missing some milk with this brownie because it's a great brownie, but it needs milk. But I don't have any. Mm. Yeah, so I was like, finally, somebody will listen to me talk 2 hours about which microphone is good in which environment and these experiences that I have. This is such a niche subject that regular people that are not content creators will not care. And it's okay for them not to care. I get it. I actually approve of it. Why would they care? But if you're a content creator, you really do have to care about audio. This is not a niche topic then. Bro, this skirt slit is kind of heavy. It's giving conservative on one side and it's giving a lot on the other side. I don't know what to do. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's difficult because the point of a slit is to be a conservative hoe, kind of, and it's beating the purpose when the skirt is not showing. Oh my god, I just watched this episode with Caleb Hammer where he's talking to this streamer girl and he's telling her like you have to, like, the top streaming women, they are showing things. They are. And the chick, he asked the chick, why do you think this is your top performing video? Is it because of the thighs? And she was just like, no, it's my personality. He was like, you don't know your meta. That's what he told her. Hmm. I don't know, like on streaming so far, I have not seen when I was just swiping. I mostly see like women, it's mostly cleavage, like heavy cleavage. It's almost like a bra, but not a bra. It will be like a very, it will almost be a top, but not quite big enough to be a top. And then they would be cooking, or they would be talking, or they would be doing like this real thing, or they would be like very rude to the people who send them money. That seems like a format. Not for me, but like it seems like a successful format on Twitch. But now that I know how bad my audio is, the live streaming may have made it worse, but I hate this microphone. I knew it was bad just from the lights it has made. I kind of wanted the lights at the time, but now I think I would rather have quality. So, without going through the 50 options that I considered for a mic that I can podcast with on the road and kind of take with myself, so I cannot have the Shure MB7, whatever podcast mic everybody has. I have been tempted, but this angle is not a good angle. Just the way the light hits me, my second angle. Mm, I don't know. It's giving too much and like it's not good enough at the same time. Um I don't know. I need another recording skirt. This is kind of like comfortable for home, but it's not. I don't know how to sit in it. Mm, the mic that I think might fix it all is the Shure M something 57. They use that mic. It's a dynamic mic. It is very small. It's a little bit like a pencil. And they use it to record drum kits. For example, separate drums would have like one drum that is made of 8 little drums. They might have multiple oriented at different drums so they get like the purest sound. And that's the level I've got to be at. I aspire to be at. It's not optimized for talking. That would be the Shure something something 58. It looks like a microphone. If I bring that into a busy cafe, they will be like, get out of here. What are you doing? Like, is this TV? I think that's like what scares people is like TV versus being online. Like, being online is not real TV in the minds of the people. Still, it has not caught up, or they are just not that sensitive about it. I don't know. But I know that, like, I want to be low key, like as much as talking to yourself. But sometimes you don't want to be so low key. People think that you are talking to yourself. This is the balance that the solo podcaster in public is treading. So I think that one might be the mic for me. I'm so disappointed in this mic. I'm not even that sad that it did not pick it up the other few times. Mm. The times that I don't, mm, I don't know. This angle is very strong. Okay, that's an offline angle. It's fine for it to be like as it is. Mm. I thought this would be like a good skirt to record in. And I still think it has a lot of potential. It also has some dangers. Mm. Also, this mic is picking up like all kinds of sound. It was picking up from the phone the same way. I don't know. It has zero dynamicity. I'm critiquing mics.
What?
I'm critiquing mics.
You are what?
Critiquing
Oh,
microphones
critiquing.
to my
Ah.
audience of zero. I'm letting my flatmate know what I'm doing.
And you're sure that all the settings are right?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay, now I listen back on Twitch and the sound. Okay, look at the sound. Mm. Look at the sound. Look at the sound. That was terrible.
The distortion.
That was. Yeah.
But it sounds like the mic is turned on.
Turned off.
No, on.
So it sounds like it's on, it's just bad.
You mean the background noise?
So it's because of the background noise, you think? Or.
What sounds bad to you?
Well, just the way that my voice sounds. Also, when there was no background noise, it just sounded like, why am I even using a mic? It's bad. Like, just the sound is just not pleasing to hear.
So maybe your input gain is too high.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's too high, it can distort a bit, and that's like kind of bit of like a distortion sound, and that's not very pleasant. Then it sounds like someone is raging on game. You know that sound like like
Mm-hmm.
that like distortion. That can also be like very little or very loud, and that is when you like put the input gain of your microphone too high. So maybe try putting it down. There's maybe a switch on the mic, or it's a setting also in system settings, sound, and then input.
It has kind of one setting that like marks. So I don't know if it is gain, but what it did was it would like record me on at separate volumes, kind of. Is that gain?
Kind of. That's weird.
Like it has these bubbles signaling, and like I think at some point when I was using it, like the quiet, it's like would record almost nothing, I think.
Oh yeah, this looks like gain, like the
Yeah.
little bubbles. Yeah, that's like yeah. So you have to find like a nice setting for that. That sounds nice. And if then it still sounds weird to you, then it's probably the microphone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You wanna see how it looks? That's what it looks like.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Good. This wall looks so good on the camera. It's not that beautiful.
No, it's not. With the light, especially when I turn the other light off, this is also decent. I even have a shadow. I did not want this wall. I was so mad about this.
Me too.
But
Yeah. Like if you don't tell anyone, like we voted in the group chat, right? Like a few people, or like the most people voted blue for the wall. I was
mhm.
like, "Man, everything is blue. I'm not gonna do a blue wall." So then I forgot to send an email with which color we wanted. so then it would be white. But then I heard Lara came in when the painters were here, and Lara said, "Yeah, you can paint over that." And then Lara said, "Oh yeah, and there should be color on the wall." So then the painting people said, "Oh, we didn't get anything, but we'll check with our boss for a color." And then I think they just picked something that was left randomly.
Hmm. A good warm toned color. The skin tone matched me.
I mean, I like that it's a warm color. It's just very ugly.
It's very alive. But on camera,
Well, yeah, on camera it's great.
with when the light hits it, you
Yeah.
should use it.
Yeah.
Mm.
But without the light, is it also kind of
No, it gets
faint?
very flat.
Then it looks more like how it is in real life.
Yeah.
Like now it compares, and now it's totally different. It makes it white. Did I change the color?
Yeah. Now it's
Sorry.
no, it's okay. It's just how it goes. Now it's warm. 50%. 150. 150 is enough. Look at the other angle. This angle is just like
There's
give
another
me
one.
feedback without me saying something.
Nice. Where's the third? Where's the third?
I don't know. It's coming.
All right.
It's giving
And
too
the
much.
second lamp. Sorry, shadow counters. Or just straight up front.
Hmm.
Mm.
I have like small lamps,
Oh yeah, that's also cute.
but I don't really have a stand for them, or they would come from low, like on a little tripod stand that is always here in the kitchen.
It's okay if you don't see the lamp, right?
Yeah, it's better if they don't see it, but like it usually if it comes from under, maybe I could use like that tripod when I have my new tripod. Yeah, but you're right. I should have another light.
I mean, it looks good already. Or like a background light that's not even like giving a lot of light, it's just like giving that.
A backlit or top lit.
Yeah, I don't know what the term is, but when you have like a light in the background, you just give that.
Where will I mount the light, the top light, the backlight? Oh, just here under the pillow. Okay, that could be very easily done. Okay, I get it now. Calm down, Timo. BRB stream, BRB. We'll be right back. Okay. The- Actually, I think the gain thing has fixed the sound. Actually, I think the gain thing has fixed the sound. Ah, it's still weird. Do you hear it? When I say sound, it's like sound.
But it's nice. Or is it just how you talk? No, seriously, this doesn't sound weird.
But I heard a distortion, like.
Seriously, this doesn't sound weird.
I heard a distortion,
Oh
like
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
torsion.
Yep.
Like what is?
So then you have to put the input down even softer, quieter.
If I press it too much, like will there be a point where it doesn't even record sound?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. I just remembered that way for some reason. Remembered that way for some reason. Oh, yeah, it's better. Maybe a little more. Remembered that way for some reason. Oh, yeah. Stop. I have to stop the loop. Okay. Maybe a little more. Remembered that way for some reason. Oh, yeah. Stop. I have to stop the loop. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought. Okay. Now we will try with the backlight. This is kind of my favorite light. What it does, it will just clamp onto your phone. So you're always ready. Always ready. Um, and it has warm and light stuff. It also has a clamp, but I'm not gonna. Who's gonna keep around the clamp? And this one has the clamp on the baseline. This doesn't have a magnet, so the clamp just stays there. Okay. This one's gonna be easier to hold. So let's check out this backlight situation. Like that, or I think like a top light can be really bad, but this kind of makes me look like a saint. And it has to be, I think, in a way that it doesn't hit your face, because if you have a top light for your face, it might not be good. Let's see it from closer. I mean, it's not bad. It looks a little. And this is actually the ideal placement, like 45 degrees, kind of in your face. Mm, so you see, it's giving me kind of like a face app, face move situation. Up. But we're thinking about backlight, right? Like something. And we have to be careful so that it's not going like directly into the camera. This episode turns out to be about lights and mics, as usual. Mhm. Mm. Okay, so it's like that. Timo, where do I put the backlight?
Back.
It's there and it doesn't show anything. Like it has to go up my shoulders, like directed upwards.
Oh, there it is. Uh-huh.
Like that.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe you can see. I think you see it.
Oh, like a background light, you mean?
Yeah, kind of.
Like a practical light,
Like
it's
this
called, I
gives
think.
some depth, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be even better if it's like a background, cute background light, and then
Yeah, like a real lamp.
then it's not so soloed. But maybe it's just like this.
Mm-hmm. Let's
where's
cover
the...
without. I don't know. I feel like it's nice to have some shadow there. It's like more editorial.
Can you put it less? Little lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Or still less.
I mean, I think that's.
I think it adds something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not
Yeah,
this, but then this.
because it's a little bit edgy with all that shadow. Like it's not as much of a studio feel.
Yeah. It's very, very tiny improvements.
Yeah,
maybe.
we are there. We have done the 80% of the work. Now we are nitpicking.
And then you can collaborate and everything.
A lot of YouTubers do like a blue light. I think this one also will go blue if it's on. It's on. Yay. And they do like blue and turquoise and orange. Okay, look at this.
Well,
Come.
weird, but it doesn't.
If it wouldn't be in the shot, this looks crazy.
Oh yeah, funny.
They hit with
Very,
orange.
very particular.
It's the
Very,
YouTube
very
trend.
specific.
Okay, I have to take it a little bit off from 100%, but it's, you know, like it's soft. It's not so in your face like police car light,
No.
but it's more so, mm, yeah, like that.
Okay.
And it gives like edges to your face. It should be on the way that like from the side that's facing away, and it
Mhm.
gives like contours to your face and takes them out of the background.
But also because it's a different color.
Yeah, also because of that. Yeah, that's
Or is it
why.
just any light, but then the color could like emphasize it even more?
Look at that one. Look at that one. This one looks like a cinematic shot, no? Especially with my hand there closer to the light. Wait, I'll.
Yes.
This is the
I
thumbnail.
just think that the blue is too much.
Okay.
And I think it matches with your blouse, but it's like too much. Now it's kind of, but now it's still weird in your face. Now you have a blue face.
It's like in that view it's very strong, and in this view it was like getting a little bit less strong. Okay, but look at this though. And it should kind of hit me from the back, and now you only see it at the contours. Okay, you're not into it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I like the contours, but then just with yellow light, like the warm light you have. Uh, but that's me. You do you.
Okay. Because people will be watching this on TV eventually. We have to prepare for those days. Hmm. I am going to do like a tire list, that format, like where they are comparing all kinds of tires. I'm going to do one for microphones. And I'm getting the Shure SM57. Do you know that one? It's actually like a drum microphone.
I think I have 9 of
You do.
them. Yeah.
You bought 9 of them for 100 euros?
No, a few of them for 100, a few of them for 50.
How did you buy them for 50?
Just a second-hand deal.
And are they still good, or how are
Oh
they?
yeah, they were great. I don't think they'll ever go bad. I would recommend buying second-hand because it's cheaper and these mics don't break basically.
Mm-hmm.
They're like industry standard.
Do you want to sell me one second hand?
No,
You need all 9?
well, not all the time. Very occasionally I use all of them.
Just for like a trial week, trial day to see. Because what I'm thinking about is that there is a trade off. So it's like small enough so that I can take it into a cafe, because I want to record kind of my podcasts in a cafe, and it wouldn't pick up the music, the background music. That's the idea.
Yeah. And this one takes up background
Yeah,
super
it's not a
down.
dynamic mic. None of condenser mics will suffer.
You know what it looks so modern that I thought it would have like what is it, noise cancellation or something like that.
Well, it has not this one shit, but the lava mics that I bought for like around 100
Yeah.
euros, they have noise cancellation, but they add that in post. So it becomes kind of, it takes away from the quality, unlike a dynamic mic, which is like just not picking it up at all. In theory, I haven't tried yet.
It will pick it up a bit, but way less.
Yeah, so the podcast mic, like I would get that podcast mic if it wasn't 500 euros, and also like if something else. But I'm also thinking everybody has that one, it's boring. And when am I going to have that just in my bag, you know?
Yeah.
But with the like 57, do you think that it works for sound, or do you think it's suboptimal for sound, the Shure 57?
For a podcast type of thing,
Yeah.
it wouldn't pop up as the first thing in my mind. But you also need an interface for that audio interface.
No.
So then you have to carry an extra little box with you
Why?
and connect it to your computer.
I can't just plug it into like the computer.
No, that's not how it works.
Is that all dynamic mics?
Yes. Well, all dynamic mics with an XLR connection.
XLR is the audio plug.
Yeah.
I'm looking into like a micro condenser. I don't know if it's a condenser. It's really tiny, and all it does, it takes that plug and it makes it into USB-C, and it also has like a place where you can monitor with a headset, but it's tiny. Is that it? I will search it up.
Maybe I would think.
But it doesn't have like any settings. I mean, it's just like if you don't have like a colored light, you know where they are doing this blue light in the fucking Joker movie. They are doing, you don't see this on live stream, my current 0 followers, but on my second camera, I'm looking fly and I'm looking like the Joker movie. Just in terms of like production quality.
Yeah. Like you would fit in, but it's just production quality.
I'm definitely not like making Freudian connections by accident. Okay. Um I think this light will also be good if like not not all the lights. You need the lights for cooking. I understand.
You can turn it off if you want.
Yeah? Okay. What?
Dark.
Your eyes will get used to it. Like this is what happens. This is what happens when you start cooking in the production studio. Like
Oh, that's how it is. Yeah.
spaces have a purpose. So now I'm telling my audience what I'm doing when I'm not with them, when I'm on my phone. Okay, do you want to look at my Amazon stuff? So, like, I was considering the Samsung, and like the if we talk about all the stuff I considered, it will never be over. Yeah, this is called the Rode AI Micro Ultra Compact. Ultra compact dual channel audio interface for computers, smartphones, and tablets. It connects TRS as well as TRRS microphones. Does this sound like something that would work, Timo? Audio expert musician? Okay, it's called the Rode AI Micro Ultra Compact Dual Channel Audio Interface.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It sounds like it could work.
It's for TRS as well as for TRRS microphones, it says.
Yeah. So that's not for SM57,
Because that is like what?
the XLR output input.
So SM57 would need an X. What is it called that it needs? This interface thing?
Uh, it the microphone needs an audio interface, and they like all of them have an XLR connection type.
Okay, so the thing to search for in Amazon is audio interface, and the other keyword for it is XLR. XLR.
Yeah. Yeah.
It also has like USB-C option. I think that's probably the output.
Yeah.
Okay, we are searching for. These are big. These look big.
Yeah. You can get quite small ones from Focusrite,
Small ones from Focusrite. I will just say mini.
like 80 euro.
18 euros.
Euro.
80?
80.
Ah, the things I do for
Maybe 60.
my zero followers.
But maybe there is even a smaller version that I don't know of. Maybe.
And then the next thing we'll be learning what the fuck this is. This is what it looks like, the audio interface. So turns out I cannot even buy like a dynamic mic that would pick up the things I say right, that would give me the quality that I need without getting another thing for 100 euros.
Maybe.
And like,
Uh,
it's not even about the price, it's about like having to carry it around,
yeah,
you
I
know,
know.
and the settings, learning the settings for it.
That's not hard. But the thing you told me before, like the little uh, with a long name, what was it? Dual.
Yeah, I'm going back. Yeah, so it didn't have any setting knobs. It only had a it's a ultra compact audio interface.
Yeah, you could use that and look for a dynamic microphone that has a TRS output.
Uh-huh.
But I doubt that they're like as good quality as the. Well, maybe it's okay. Probably it's okay, especially with the with the rejection of the other noise from the surrounding.
Okay, I'm gonna tell this idea to Claude and ask what he thinks. I feel like Claude is male. He's a male. Okay. An audio expert musician is telling me that I cannot just use the Shure dynamic mic with my current setup and it would need an XLR interface. But I only have like a TRS or TRRS thing. Okay, so Claude is saying dynamic mics indeed typically need XLR. That's their output. And that's, I guess, also the best. That's like their way of ensuring that like you get the quality that is promised. Um, Cloud Code is telling me you might not need a separate XLR interface if you're recording on your iPhone with your DJI mic setup. Well, thank you. I knew that. If I'm using a USB audio interface that handles the conversion, hmm. So I cannot use a Shure mic, not even the podcast mic, but like an M57, M58 with just my iPhone. Like iPhone recording is very important to me. It just keeps me grounded.
Mm.
Bro, this second angle with the blue, it is too much blue, but like I could fix it in post. And in the other view, it's just like not enough. It's crazy how the cameras are picking it up differently. Maybe if I make this just 20%, the other light will come through more. This is just not. I think I should like clean the lens or something here. Because this is supposed to be HD, by the way, on MacBook M2 Air. That's like my personal laptop. Okay. So the dynamic mic output is mic level audio, very weak signal, and the iPhone expects line level audio. So it would be like barely audible if it connected. Okay. So XLR audio interface that has USB-C and is small, portable. Does it exist? Is the question to Claude. Mm. Once I figured out this mic situation, that will be the time when I start thinking about getting viewers. Like, once I have the audio down, I feel like I'm ready to start making shorts from my to clip farm to clip farm my long form. And also like I've had this idea for a long form video that I feel like maybe I shouldn't talk so much. I can do the research for it and I want to do the research for it. So I even want to do like a screen share just to practice screen sharing because it's not going very well with streaming. Um so that when I screen share and have like a lot of content to share, I don't like fumble on technical things. So we definitely have to do like a short screen share today just to get used to it because this is kind of really easy. This is really easy, low effort content. So we'll do a little screen share just because I'm scared of it. And mm, I'm not even streaming the vertical anywhere. I don't. Why is it even there? Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, we have a tiny fits in pocket, great for it's called Zoom Age 5, Age 6. Rode wireless go 300 euros.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Spend the money.
From the amount I spent on like a million little shitty microphones, I could have really I really shouldn't be where I am right now.
Yep. Well,
Part of the journey.
yeah.
Okay, but there are some that should be like 50 to 100 euros. It looks like kind of like a shock device. Okay, these ones are like 200 to 400 euros, but I swear Cloud Code said that you can find it for 100. Bro, for 100, they don't even give you the thing, they just give you accessories.
What's the website?
Amazon
You should go to Tomo.
to
Toman. It's a German.
uh
It's like a very big audio.
Tor.
Almost. Mm,
Thank you. Mhm. I've become such a specialist. Like Amazon will not even do it anymore for me. I have to go on niche sound recording websites. But it seems like getting a dynamic mic is really the upgrade. It's not just about spending the 500 euros that it costs, that I did not spend, but it's also about knowing how to set up a dynamic mic and spending the like other 300 euros that are not even visible on camera on the audio interface. So I think that is really the barrier because anybody can buy an expensive mic, but will you, when it arrives and you are shocked that it doesn't work with your iPhone, what do you do then? Are you enjoying the content?
yes.
Should I just call you T? I don't want to dox you. Do you want to be doxed? It might be good for your career.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Shout out to Timo, the musician.
But you could buy a very good camera for 300 euros also, which might be more worth it than a 300 euro audio upgrade, right? Or
Like the audio is 80% of the video.
yeah,
So it's the most important. And like the iPhone mic, it's recording in 4K. Like I had to go down from 4K to HD just because I don't have the storage for all the good quality videos it makes. So the MacBook, I might need a webcam, and that might give me better results than the MacBook, whatever it's doing here on the baseline, because this is not great. And it's not, I don't know why. Yeah. So I'm really looking to, and also like when I go outside, because I kind of like recording podcast style like outside, I'm also think I will get like a monitoring microphone, like a Sennheiser 28 280 HD, you know? Do you know?
maybe if I see it, it's like the mic that they use for voiceover videos,
Yeah,
like these little pencils, like little tubes. Microphone. Where is it?
I show you. Sennheiser. It's the one Joe Rogan is using on the number one podcast. And when you put it on in a podcast booth, it looks like you put on a condom, like you are in
What?
the
Just a
zone.
headphone.
You're committed. Yeah, it's like real time audio monitoring, so you hear your own voice real time fed back to you.
But the microphone is
Oh, this is not a
not a
microphone. It doesn't
microphone.
have it. It's just for like making sure the audio is good.
Ah, yeah, okay. So okay. Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like just a status symbol at this point.
Over ear
Like I'm doing it for
interface.
commitment, to show my commitment. And because it's so bad, like recording for an hour and then hearing your shit audio, like
Yeah,
I've streamed like 4 hours this week.
yeah. Nice.
Are you proud? A proud daddy?
Okay, I don't know about the last part, but yes, I'm proud.
Okay. Like, and I kind of kept it very demure. Like, I haven't even slipped up on live, like saying, except like the last word. I don't know about that one either. But in general,
Especially on stream.
yeah. But in general, I haven't even said like weird stuff or stuff that is too private yet
No, this was
by
the first.
accident. Yeah, this was the first. Okay, now I should have to put my phone down. Or do I look for more audio? It just does not look good to be on your phone on camera. It just not. It's not a scroll stopper. Okay. And like, what do you set on these audio interfaces? Like, what are you doing on them? You have your nine Shure SM57s plugged in to an audio interface. And like, is it just because it's big enough to take all those plugins, or because you're like, oh, how loud or gain, or what are you doing?
Audio interface, you can adjust the input gain for every mic. So, and then the audio interface, make sure you can record all these channels separately in your music workstation, like music app like GarageBand, you know. Or,
So it like keeps multiple ones separate. So like the audio interface is really for handling multiple things.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can also buy a little mixer, or the thing you really need for a microphone is a preamplifier.
What's that?
That's something that turns up the very little, or it amplifies the very little voltage that is created with talking into the microphone. It's like so tiny, it's you can't do anything with it. You can't hear it in the computer.
Mhm.
It needs to like amplify it by roughly 1,000 times, and that's what the preamp is for. Preamplifier.
So the preamplifier is a part of the audio interface
Yeah.
that makes XLR, the tiny signal that a dynamic mic gives, to big enough signal that like other computers can understand it.
Yeah, understand it, and that you can hear it.
Yeah, like
Otherwise, like you
human
can't hear it.
hearable.
That's why if you plug it into your computer right away, if you find like an adapter cable for it, you won't hear anything.
Uh-huh.
It's analog and it's not digital. Also,
Oh, that's why it's dynamic. Like it's a whole other thing.
yeah, that's another thing. It has also a very good analog to digital conversion. And if you plug in a mic like this with USB-C or whatever, the audio conversion, so the analog to digital conversion is very bad. And yeah, if you plug in like a microphone with XLR that has gone through a preamplifier and then goes into your laptop like jack input, then the audio conversion, so the analog to digital conversion, happens within your laptop. And your laptop or computer has its own analog to digital converters. And these sound shit. And in a cheap audio interface, the conversion is very good quality. So that's like you pay for the amplifier, the mic pre, and you pay for the conversion, and then yeah, it's like good quality. That's like the way you get good quality. These two things basically.
So it louds it up with the preamplifier and it converts from analog to digital. And these things are not done well by like a mic, even a condenser mic going to USB-C in this thin cable. It's probably like losing quality.
Yeah, because there is some conversion happening somewhere, like within the microphone or within your laptop or computer, and that's just not very high quality most
Mm-hmm.
of the time. There are probably devices that are good enough or very high quality, but in general, like it's not very comparable to like having an audio interface with a XLR mic.
Okay.
Everything adds up.
So it's like not even just about it being dynamic, it's also about the things it seems like they are just not willing to waste the dynamic quality on the shitty conversion that like a condenser mic with a USB-C will just like waste it. But they could also choose, oh no, right, it's because it's like dynamic and they do need a preamplifier. Okay. I kind of start getting the logic. So it's not like about just the way it's picked up, it's also about how you transition being like next level.
Yeah.
Okay.
But picking it up and the quality of the microphone is also a very big thing. Maybe bigger than the conversion. Mm. But the preamp is very, very important.
Okay.
That defines if you have sound or not.
Yeah. That's important. That's why people wear the monitoring headphones, I think. Do you wear headphones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not now. But
Like when you're recording.
yeah. Recording or sound checking sometimes. Yeah. Or I listen to it on speakers. But also headphones. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, Big T or whatever, for sharing
Now
your
it's getting weird.
like you want an artist name?
I'm small.
Small T, little T. That's a good name actually. Okay. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us.
Here's my little big T.
Me and my followers support you.
Thank you.
Lil T, I'm
That's,
drinking
that's
your
you plus
big tea.
no one.
Yes.
Enjoy streaming
Thanks.
favorite stuff.
That was my flatmate, Lil T. Okay. We've been streaming for an hour. I feel like we're good. I think my goals in general are like 5 hours a week. It's kind of pushing it already. Um Yeah, but 5 hours a week. Then it wouldn't be all talking. Like now, it was so much easier with somebody else coming on. Now I understand why podcasts like have guests and not just solo all the way. So I feel like sometimes this angle looks good and sometimes it like stops looking good. And I think it's about like being like this or this. Like it really matters from the side, but from the front, it matters less. Okay. These are not notes that I would leave in the final edit if this was edited, but like these are things I think about. We were thinking, okay, so I have to like keyword this. Or I have to do the intro for this now that it has ended. Because you don't know in the beginning what it's gonna be, at the end, and then you do the intro, the YouTube segment so that it can be a YouTube video. That's the idea. So, in this episode 7 of An Employed Person's Guide to Streaming, or The Employed's Guide to Streaming, episode 7, it's about mic quality, it's about camera and lighting setups. And in terms of mic quality, it's really about making that leap from condenser microphones and shitty microphones like this one, the Tonor M310, whatever. Bad. Sorry. Like they're not gonna sponsor me anyways. Sure might sponsor me. They someday. I have no sponsorship so far. Like I feel like I just have to say this. Nobody thought that I do with my 0 followers, but I will just say it. Um yeah, this episode is about making that leap from condenser microphones, from consumer microphones to being a pro. Why? Because I want to record solo podcasts in busy cafes. Like there is just no way other around it than getting like a dynamic mic to pick up that sound well. The lava mic that was wired has done decent. I should have asked the audio guy about like the wire and how much of a difference it makes, but I can see how much of a difference it makes. Like all my unwired stuff, when it went into hazardous circumstances, the audio was just not pleasing to hear. And like an opposite to that, something that makes me think maybe it's just my mic because I've been using the DJI mic mini. And in my head I'm like, if I bought for 200-300 euros the DJI mic free, would that have worked? And then I think all the streamers have the DJI mic free or whatever, like the bigger DJI lava mics, and they have decent audio. That seems to be the industry standard. And I think their new mic free is also very small. So it's like, so I can't even tell which one it is anymore on the stream. But like that's what I'm doing, right? I'm streaming even though I'm like leaning podcast heavy at times. So I should have these two settings figured out for audio. And like we have discussed, audio is 80% of any video. That's why we are honing in on it. I care about it more than image. I care about it more than what I look like. Well, in the video, but not, I don't know, like, okay, last time I went out to a bar and like somebody asked me, now I'm telling a story, but I'm just like looking out for not oversharing. But okay, somebody asked me for my, I was just like, they were just like, where do you want to live? And right now, like, I'm an Amsterdam girl, but like, I was like, I could see myself in New York, of course. Like, it's very obvious. And like, well, it's where things are happening. It's where the entertainment industry is, even though it's all online. If you want to have good collabs, you want to be in New York. And anyways, I was just telling her that and she was like, I could also hit New York. And I was just like, and she was just like, but this and that. And I was like, yeah, but the real New York is the internet. You should be on the internet. You're fun. And then she was like, you should be on the internet. And then I was like, I'm on the internet. I have been live streaming to 0 people like 3 hours this week. And like, I make cringe short form that I made for a month. And then she followed me and I was like, it's going to be cringe. And then I think like, eventually what will happen once you are like known as a content creator is the way your looks matter is also in terms of who is in your DMs, and who is like when you haven't mated yet in terms of getting an offspring, then these things are important. Once you already have your offsprings, who really cares what people think about you? Hmm, okay. I think I had like more eloquent takes on audio. Will this make a good YouTube video? I don't think so, and I think I should have mic'd up the other guy actually. I could have mic'd him up, by the way. With the DJI, I could have just pinged it on him. But it's kind of a lot, somebody like coming into your stream to like immediately mic them up. It might scare them away. You have to be subtle. We'll do it next time. Um yeah, okay, that was the stream and it is now over. Bye. Okay, it's not over actually. Another thing I was thinking about is I always wanted transcripts from my videos, like immediate transcripts. And actually, YouTube, not immediately, but in 24 hours, will process your live stream and then it will, I think, eventually give transcripts. So I can just put these transcripts into Cloud Code and be like, okay, these are my live streams. How do I make a YouTube video out of this? How do I adjust my live stream style so that I can hit all the segments necessary for a trending YouTube video, or not even a trending, like retention, whatever it needs, whatever the difference is like between just hanging out and being and the YouTube video in terms of format, in terms of what works on that platform. because I think we could easily hit them in the stream. Because the stream really, for me, it is just like a recording. Like it is just me kind of, if I'm started out wanting to be a YouTuber, not really knowing about live streaming, I just realized that I will have to record that content anyways, and I might as well do it live because it's another source of content and because it's another type of content that might give me more freedoms, such as the freedom to be or the freedom to connect, which, like, YouTube is a very value providing place. You're not really like just hanging out with the people, you know? And I think I need that reverse parasocial relationship on the internet. That's what I need. And that will be my out. Bye.